The F1 season is finally ending, so for the final time this year, let's predict the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So let's kickstart with our big good surprise, and I'm going for Kick Sauber. Overall, just Kick Sauber in general. I think everyone, I kind of do expect them to be pretty bad in Abu Dhabi, and it's very hard to go better than what they did last weekend, where Joe finished 8th in the race with Valtteri Bottas in P11. But I think this weekend, I think Abu Dhabi is never going to be a track that suits their car, but I think they're going to get through to Q2. Well, I don't at all, really, but I wanted to go for someone else for once, so really, everything I'm saying here, I kind of don't believe in. I predict the Kick Saubers to both get through to Q2, and I think Joe's going to outqualify Valtteri again. A similar thing has happened to Valtteri to Lewis last year. I think Valtteri just lost motivation now. He's not in the team next year. He's not fighting for anything at all, really, apart from 10th in the Constructors and for potential 21st in the driver's standings. But for a bad flop, I'm going for Lewis Hamilton. I predict Lewis Hamilton every weekend because generally whatever I predict will be the opposite, but not this weekend. I bet you anything he'll be out in Q2 or Q1 because he was out in Q2 last year, and last year was probably peak Lewis Hamilton because he had a brilliant year. But if you've read one of my articles on my website, I said that 2023 wasn't that good. But honestly, it was a very good year for Hamilton. Realistically, I can see Hamilton DNFing. It always ends badly. Raikkonen was out 2018 Abu Dhabi, was out in 2021 Abu Dhabi. Vettel should have finished 8th in 2022, but finished 10th instead. Daniel Ricciardo finished 17th in Singapore this year. Look at all those endings. It always ends really, really badly. Such as Fernando Alonso finished 11th in 2018 when he retired. Rubens Barrichello had a miserable ending in 2011. All of these examples, see? It never ends well, and it won't for Lewis Hamilton, who'll be off form. Pole position, I'm going for Charles Leclerc. Now, there's a picture of Carlos Sainz, but trust me, there will be Charles Leclerc. Who's going to take pole position? This is just there to trick you. Charles Leclerc, I do particularly get pole position, and obviously there's that big fight for second in the championship. Now, Lando Norris is definitely 100% going to take it. I bet you, anything, that Ferrari Charles Leclerc will be finishing third in the driver's standings, and Norris in second. I don't see anything changing, but I do think Leclerc will get pole. In third position, I'm going for Max Verstappen, who will get another podium in Abu Dhabi. But despite winning in 2020 in what was the second fastest car, or potentially third, considering I think that racing point was a lot faster than Perez or Stroll made it out to be, I do predict Verstappen to have a pretty, mediocre compared to previous years in Abu Dhabi. In 2020, he won. 2021, he probably shouldn't have won. 2022, he did win. 2023, he did win too. But this year, it's only going to be third. I think Red Bull are back. I do think they're back now because Brazil, Verstappen won. USA, Verstappen won the sprint. I'm trying to think of other races. Las Vegas, Verstappen was fine for a podium. I think Red Bull are good in one lap, but bad in race trim. I would say Verstappen's going to be in the fight for pole. I think Verstappen in the race will get that Red Bull in contention, but it's very hard to see Abu Dhabi being even exciting at all, or Verstappen even being good in the race. But a Red Bull podium, I don't think, would go amiss, and I think Verstappen deserves to be on the podium considering he is the world champion this year. In second place, though, is going to be Lando Norris, who's going to bottle yet another win. I don't think McLaren are going to be particularly strong, to be honest, and I think he might just pip Leclerc. Now, realistically, I would think Charles Leclerc would beat Lando Norris in the championship, but this is Formula 1, and I'm 100% sure that Lando Norris will hold on. And of course, Lando Norris finishing second will surely mean McLaren will become Constructors' Champions of the World in 2024. I don't think anyone really expects Ferrari to win, but I do predict them to be pretty strong, and I think Sainz will finish 4th with Russell in 5th, if anyone's wondering, with Piastri in 6th and Perez 7th maybe in his last F1 race. And I don't predict Alpine to get any points. Now, that's just me going off track. I do think McLaren will win the Constructors. Norris will finish second in the championship. It's been a year for Norris. Now, he's 80 points behind Max Verstappen in the World Championship. That is just ridiculous. Considering this year, McLaren have had the fastest car for all of them. There have been pathetic mistakes like last weekend in Qatar. So, yeah, Norris will finish second. But in the end, Charles Leclerc will win. But he'll be 1 point off Lando Norris in the World Championship. I was about to say Charles Leclerc. And that's kind of tragic. But it's just like Ferrari, so why not? I bet Ferrari will be 1 point off the Constructors as well. No, I do think Ferrari are going to lose both fights in the championship, and it's because they're just unlucky. And Charles Leclerc, as he said in Brazil 2023 formation lap, Why am I so unlucky? He'll be even more unlucky. I think Ferrari, I think they'll be strong around the circuit. In Qatar, they should not have been strong, but managed to finish in second place with Charles Leclerc, and Sainz got beaten by an Alpine, which was just a severe skill issue. I think Ferrari will be strong, though, in Abu Dhabi, and I reckon a pole and a win for Charles Leclerc will end the year. A year where they went from fourth fastest, second fastest, whatever, and end it on a high. But in the end, we have to look back at 2024, an amazing year, and I'll be doing loads of post-season content soon, including ranking every F1 race this year and sprint. If that's something you're interested in, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.